Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Cryptic Response. Um, haven't been up to too much lately. Just upgraded the grounds a bit. I've got my sugarcane farm going off in the distance. I have made a couple of bridges that you may or may not have seen already. Um, I don't know. I just thought it would make the area look a little better. Got me a waterfall going on too. Oh, let's head inside. Don't think I've done much upgrading in here, but we are about to get a little bit of a power source going. Um, I'm going to be using some of the mechanism generation or energy generation. A couple of, well, actually three heat generators. These things are pretty nice. They use three iron ingots, one osmium, two pieces of wood, two pieces of copper, and a furnace. They don't generate a large amount of heat or energy, but they are able to basically be kind of a green source, whereas they're not eating anything that you're using. So the way we're gonna set this up, I am gonna need my pickaxe, some dirt. Obviously, you always need dirt when you're filling in holes. And we are gonna dig down a little bit. These generators generate an okay amount. I think they're on par with coal generators, maybe a little better from Industrial Craft. And they are not that bad, seeing as you can kind of, I guess you could call it get a renewable energy source out of them. So what I'm doing here is we are going to be using up some of the lava that I got last episode, or in between this episode and last episode. I think I had to refill, not entirely sure. Let's put down these heat generators. And there's a reason we're putting them down in this pattern, which I will get to in a minute. And I am using, now that's the great thing about Mechanism, I believe this version is still based on universal electricity, but he's moved away from it, I believe. At least I think it's 5.7 that he's gonna completely get away from it. I don't know if this still supports it or not, but from what I've been reading, it's still gonna be able to work the same either way. As in, they will work with just about any energy conduits. The only energy conduits I haven't had them work with were Buildcraft. I don't think they work with the Kinesis pipes. But that was an earlier version that I was messing around with. That was before Thermal Expansion was released. So, and I am sure everybody knows how Thermal Expansion works. You shift right click on whatever it is you want to remove with your crescent hammer, and it's gone. It also, you get right click menus from Thermal Expansion stuff with this. Now, if you surround these engines with lava, they will start generating power. Likewise, if you were to say put some sticks or a piece of coal or even wooden planks, they would burn it and create energy. Now, the burning and creating energy actually is a lot more powerful than surrounding it with lava, but it is an infinite power source. That's one of the reasons why I've got 3 of these set up right now, is to kind of offset the lower energy generation. Now I am going to try and hook up an energy cell of some sort. All of, what is it, Mechanism has energy cubes, which all of which require a decent amount of gold. I think it's 12 pieces of gold per energy cube minimum. And I think every upgrade you do on them to make them more powerful, it is 12 more pieces of gold. So I'm going to be using, I think I'm going to go with the leadstone energy cell, at least until we got some more facilities up and going. Now, I always recommend covering up your lava, because there actually have been a couple of instances that I decided to move somewhere and fell into said lava, or removed a block and out comes, or in goes cryptic, and bye goes all of my stuff because I jumped in a pool of lava in my own base. It's awesome. So always cover up your lava. Make it impossible to burn on it. I know dirt isn't that much of a deterrent, but I shouldn't be digging over here, at least in this area. Okay, and these are standard thermal expansion machine frames. They haven't changed the recipes at all. Still gold, iron, and glass. It was a redstone reception coil, and this is our first pulverizer from thermal expansion. Machine frame, 2 pieces of copper, a piston, and 2 flint. So we're going to put that right here. Let's check this puppy out. As you can see, it's getting power. Like I said, all of the mechanism generators will switch out power. So they actually work with thermal expansion. It works with buildcraft. It works with industrial craft. It works with everything. But taking, what is it? It will directly convert power into buildcraft machines. It will not, however, take them from the kinesis pipes, like I said. I apologize, I'm a little stuffed up. I believe my allergies have been acting up. I could have a cold too, but I think it's allergies. And as you can see, the pulverizer literally doubles your ores by turning whatever into 2 of the same type of dusts. Now, if you get a chest and put it right next to it, it will pump out the items that it has received. You have to make sure it's configured right, which we are going to do real quick here. Now, as you can see, it's got different colors for the different colored slots that are on the pulverizer. Right now, I am going to switch this to this type, which will not only pump out the main type of output, it will also pump out the output that is, I believe it's usually a 10% chance. And I've actually read up on it. There is up to a 25% chance on some of the other stuff. I believe it's redstone ore. If you pump redstone ore into it, it will give you a 25% chance of cinnabar. I think it's cinnabar. I'm not entirely too sure right now. But that stuff is awesome, and we're going to be using the heck out of that. I am going to make some electron for our next machine. And literally all you do is blend it to 1 gold dust per silver dust. Throw it in your crafting table, pull out your electron blend, and you get, it's literally a 1-to-1 ratio. Ooh, yeah, cannot forget the ferrous ore. Hopefully we get some platinum out of this. Or shiny metal. Sorry, I was looking through the ore dictionary on... I forgot what it was. I think I was looking through it because of mechanism or something like that. I was looking at one of the recipes and up pops up platinum. I'm like, what is platinum? And it is, what is it? Shiny metal. So if you run across any of that stuff in chests, consider it much better than diamond, because you have to use shiny metal powder to make enduranium, and enduranium you need for any of the resonant stuff, resonant class of storage tanks, pipes, energy conduits, energy or batteries, everything, literally anything that has resonant on it, you need enduranium. And for enduranium, you need, what is it? I believe it's 3 tin and 1 shiny metal, or pulverized shiny metal. And we are going to make some Invar, which is 2 iron and 1 ferrous. Now, literally all of this stuff can be smelted in the smeltery. And guess what? We can smelt all of this stuff at the same time. That's one of the reasons why I love the Tinker's Construct smeltery. Now, the one thing you have to be careful for is smelting tin and copper together at the same time. Also, aluminum and copper too. Aluminum and copper makes aluminum brass, so it will automatically say you just dumped like 30 pieces of ore into your 30 pieces of aluminum and 30 pieces of copper in there. All of your aluminum and most of your copper is gone, because it will turn it into aluminum brass. So you want to make sure you keep... Actually, you could probably get away with just literally having a separate smeltery for copper, and you should be alright. Just never... I think copper is the only thing that is a bad combination. Alumite, which I have made my pickaxe and my shovel out of, is a mixture of iron, obsidian, and aluminum, which it is strong enough to mine out obsidian. So if you haven't found any diamonds, I don't know how you would get the obsidian, except for a little machine you might see over to the right hand side. Just literally pump some water and lava into that and you can get some obsidian without having a diamond pickaxe. So we have our electrum, we have our Invar. At least I think we got our Invar. We are going to make our redstone conduit. Need another machine frame. Another one of the redstone reception coils. And let's see, 2 copper. No, Invar. 2 Invar. Redstone reception coil. And a machine frame and a bucket. Not the electrum. And here is our second machine, which is the induction smelter. Both mechanism and thermal expansion now have steel in their recipes, so you can cook up steel with thermal expansion. And what was it? Mechanism started out with a different type of recipe for steel, but now it's just about the same. It is an added, I don't really know, I want to say it's an added step with mechanism, because you do have to use a metallurgic infuser Well, you know what? We'll get to that part later. Seeing as I am actually going to make most of my steel through thermal expansion, I do believe it's one less step with thermal expansion though. Okay, so I'm covering these up because these redstone conduits will relink to each other, and I want to have these separated. So okay, so we are going to be making a leadstone energy cell. I believe this is the energy cell frame, which you want a piece of lead in each corner, 4 pieces of glass. Thermal expansion will read Tinker's Construct glass, and a block of redstone. And then we get the cell frame. Now, to turn that into an energy cell, we need an electron conductance coil, 3 pieces of copper, and we get our leadstone energy cell. So we are gonna throw that over here, which I am. Well, we're not generating that bad of energy, but then again, we weren't doing any pulverization or induction smelting. Get this out of here. Okay, yeah, jumping while something is over your head, not a good idea. I'm gonna put this right here. Okay, so it's not accepting energy. Which doesn't mean I'm gonna have to configure this, but I don't know why you wouldn't configure it anyway. I don't need that, I don't believe, anyway. Don't know why I put that there. Pick this up. Oh, hey, forgot I had that. It would have been permanently part of my floor. Okay, so let's get this. Yeah, let's get this configured, I believe. Okay, so we are gonna have to set our bottom input to blue, which we're now getting power. Our top input to orange. Oh, and that left side to orange also. There we go. Blue accepts energy, orange or red. I honestly can't tell which color it is, but orange or red will let energy flow out, and I am unaware of what yellow does. There's not too much documentation on this stuff, at least not that I've been able to find. So, got no clue what yellow does. I think at some point I'll figure it out. I don't think it accepts energy, because I believe the only time I've ever gotten one of these to accept energy is on blue. Okay, I want marble there. Look a lot spiffier than a dirt floor. Okay. These two, and we're done. So, we now have a leadstone energy cell that will be absorbing energy whenever we're not doing anything with the machines. And we can literally power, I believe, any machine with this. I think thermal expansion actually has it coded that you can the thermal expansion will change energy to redstone flux or to any other buildcraft type of deal too. So Mechanism isn't the only one that does it. It was just, I believe, much more popularly known that Mechanism did it. And we are pulverizing up our coal, which you get a 5% chance for sulfur, and as you can see, everything dumped out into the chest. So let's get all of that pulverized coal, which you only get one coal per piece, or one pulverized coal per piece of coal. And I think we'll just give it a couple more seconds. Can't remember how many pieces of coal I put in now. Well, that should be enough to start anyway. And like I said, you can put pulverized iron and iron ingots, and it will do just about the same. And like I said, 2 pieces per piece of steel. So I'm gonna check you guys out in a little while. I've got some more stuff to craft, and I'll be right back. Hey, what's up everybody? I'm back. I've got all of the necessary items I've needed for crafting. We're making a metallurgic infuser. And we need 4 pieces of iron, 2 pieces of redstone, an osmium ingot, and 2 furnaces. Now, this is a Mechanism machine, and it does run on the energy that it will run on the energy source that we've got going right now. So, let's give you a little description of this. I'm going to be using it to make enriched alloy, which you need iron and redstone to do that with. It also makes quite a few other items. And Mechanism machines are a little complicated. They have a little bit of an odd, different interface than most other things, but they're pretty powerful interface, I'd have to say too. This is the configuration menu. You can decide what side, outputs, inputs, whatever. It will auto eject, just like thermal expansion machines will. And it will also, decide where it will take inputs and everything else. Let's see. Still got that going. What else do we got here? We have an upgrade slot, which is blocked, and a redstone mode, which most of the Mechanism machines start up in ignored redstone mode. Some more redstone in here. Now these machines make quite a few different types of metal. I believe enriched alloy. There's a whole bunch of them that I cannot think of right now. But right now what we're going to be making is a couple of steel casings. Maybe just one. Which is 1 osmium and get 4 pieces of steel. Almost every machine with Mechanism needs this, which right now I am making it pump 3 osmium ingots, 2 enriched alloy, a bucket, and our steel casing. So this is an electric pump, and it works a lot like a Buildcraft pump, except a little bit better, I think. It's a little more tricky to put down and get things running. The only thing it doesn't work the same with as Buildcraft is with infinite water sources. I think it will just pump out any and all water. I haven't been able to make an infinite water source with it, so now the one nice thing about this is that you can charge it, which is why I moved my induction smelter. Hook it up to a wire and it will. Okay. Maybe if we turn this. Oh, let's try setting it on a different side or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna take this out of here. Go down here because I know one of these sides is supposed to charge. If this don't charge, I don't know what we're doing. There we go, there we go. It's got about 10 kilojoules of power that it will charge with, which keeps it running for quite a bit. Well, if you're doing like a lava pump or something like that, you can just make a heat energy that will run off of lava being thrown into it and just hook it up with a universal cable and you're done. Now what I'm doing is upgrading my portable tank to a hardened portable tank, and I am going to take these down. As you can see, that doubles the space. Normal portable tanks hold 8,000 millibuckets, which is about 8 buckets, and hardened holds 16. I believe it only goes up from there. Resonant is, or not resonant, I think it's hardened is 32, resonant is like 64. And we will put this back together and get our induction smelter back down. And I believe we are just about done for this episode, because we are running out of time. I know that. Trying to keep these videos to a half an hour long. Sometimes it works out great. Other times I'm running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing between this episode and next is getting me some lava in these hardened tanks. And that's about it. I kind of want to do something kind of crazy when we get back next time. I am liking the mechanism, a lot of the mechanism stuff, which I believe we are going to make some hydrogen generators. Now there are two parts. You need a hydrogen generator and an electrolytic separator. Electrolytic separator separates the water. The hydrogen generator generates the electricity. I don't think that's the only thing we're going to do next time though. But I will be getting back with you guys as soon as I get this stuff up and recorded. And let's double check this. Kind of forgot what I was going to do. Alright. Well, I guess I will see you guys later. Peace out.